A match for 10,000 enemies, Dongfang Bubai, the fourth-generation leader of the Sun-Moon divine cult, was hailed as the heavenly enlightened warrior. His prowess, a divine bestowment combining incredible intelligence and martial skill, rivaled that of 10,000 warriors. Under his command, the power of the Sun-Moon divine cult was said to be capable of splitting mountains, filling oceans, and even collapsing the sky, an assertion neither metaphor nor exaggeration. However, on the day when Dongfang Bubai stood on the brink of unifying the entire world, fate dealt a harsh blow. A large-scale surprise attack orchestrated by the rebelling alliance of orthodox sects disrupted his grand ambitions. The question lingered. Was it a fatal mistake to dispatch all his troops, a strategic move intended to force surrender from his adversaries? The air was thick with uncertainty as Dongfang Bubai grappled with the consequences of his decisions. The battlefield, once a canvas for his grand conquest, now bore witness to the clash of forces, the outcome hanging in the balance of a fateful day that would shape the destiny of nations. In the heart of the battlefield, Dongfang Bubai's sword cut through the air with lethal precision, leaving a trail of blood in its wake. The chaos of war surrounded him, and in the midst of the grim tableau, he sat upon his elbow, a dark figure commanding the attention of other soldiers. A chilling laughter escaped his lips, echoing amidst the clash of steel and the cries of the wounded. "Ha ha ha ha," he sneered, his eyes gleaming with a malevolent. "It wasn't that long ago," Dongfang Bubai declared, his voice cutting through the cacophony of battle. "When you bastards groveled beneath my feet and my 100,000-strong forces were stationed here." Leaning forward, he surveyed the scene before him, a twisted amusement playing on his lips. "Is this the Zhangli's code of virtue that you orthodox sects bastards babble so much about?" he mocked. "This bastard is still moving." With a swift motion, Dongfang Bubai retrieved his sword from its cover, the metal gleaming ominously in the dim light. "For setting your dirty feet on the Grand Jadiite temple, the sacred site of our cult," he continued, his words dripping with menace, "you shall pay the price." The air thickened with tension as the soldiers around him braced themselves for the impending clash, the outcome hanging in the balance on the precipice of a war-torn landscape. Dongfang Bubai, his sword drawn with determination, proclaimed, "I will make you pay." The injured samurai-like soldiers stared in disbelief, one of them muttering about the astonishing appearance of a man who seemed almost 80 years old. "Is that really the face of someone who is almost 80? They questioned in awe, observing Dongfang Bubai with a mixture of shock and disbelief. The phrase "Heaven's Pivot" was inscribed on his sword, eliciting ridicule from the samurai soldiers who marveled at the supposed melting of the world's famous sword. "Good heavens! How can the world's famous sword be melted so easily?" one of them exclaimed. Another, identified as Manhwa sect's first disciple, Ling Tian, expressed concern for his severe internal injuries and the loss of his beloved sword. However, Ling Tian reassured them, stating, "Please rest assured, my sword technique isn't picky about weapons." With determination, he turned to Dongfang Bubai and declared, "Dongfang Bubai. This is the end of your heinous deeds." Dongfang Bubai responded casually, "Bubai, huh?" The challenger, Ling Tian, accused him of attacking numerous major and minor sects, killing righteous warriors, and causing great chaos in the world. Ling Tian added, "Even if it's for a single day, we can't live under the same heaven." Dongfang Bubai retorted, "With your vile demonic cult that has caused great chaos in the world." When the challenger questioned him about shouldering the heavens, Dongfang Bubai responded cryptically, "Who is the one who shoulders the heavens?" Ling Tian, irritated, asked if Dongfang Bubai was seriously indulging in wordplay at that moment. Dongfang Bubai continued, referencing the great Mongol, the founder of a powerful empire, and claimed responsibility for overthrowing the Yuan dynasty. The mention of a curse, a painful death for those affected, and Dongfang Bubai positioning himself as the absolute existence to rely on and obey, hung heavy in the air. As Dongfang Bubai declared his supremacy, a curse that could inflict a more agonizing death on those affected if they didn't end their lives quickly, a colossal voice rang out, causing the opponents to clutch their ears in agony. Blood flowed from their ears, a gruesome testament to the power and impact of Dongfang Bubai's words. In the midst of the violent clash, the scent of blood permeated the air as opponents turned aggressors, turning the battleground into a gruesome bloodbath with crimson stains all around. Ling Tian, once a formidable warrior, now found himself immobilized, weakly uttering, I can't move my body." A guttural sound escaped him, followed by a painful gasp. Dongfu Bubai, a sinister figure amidst the chaos, posed a chilling question, "Do you know why I spared you?" Lingyu, despite his predicament, defied his assailant, retorting with a weak yet defiant, "Shut your mouth, you demon." Tears welled in Lingyu's eyes, and blood flowed from his mouth as he proclaimed, "You will never lay hands on the greatest secret manuals of our sect." A brutal strike interrupted their exchange, prompting Dongfu Bubai to challenge Lingyu's assumptions. "You think I did this because of those stinky books?" Lingyu, struggling to form words, stammered, then?" In response, Dongfu Bubai, with an air of nonchalance, revealed a chilling truth, "I did it because it just happened to suit my taste." Lingyu, bewildered, inquired. Dongfu Bubai then unveiled his true face, correcting, "Your face, I mean." Lingyu, astonished, asked, "My face?" Dongfu continued cryptically, "Now, then." In the end, Lingyu lay defeated, unable to even reach the tips of Dongfu's toes. Dongfu, addressing someone named Yaren, expressed a haunting remorse, "Yaren, my dear, my child, I wanted to teach him martial arts after his birth so that he could rebuild our great Manhwa sect, destroyed by that demon, but everything is but a dream. I'm sorry." Lingyu, sprawled on the floor, questioned in despair, "Why? Why in the world?" The narrative then introduced Lingyu as the Invincible of the East, the first disciple of the exterminated Manhwa sect, and detailed the profound impact of the death of the demonic cult leader on the martial arts world. The era of the Ming dynasty dawned, symbolizing a desire to dispel the darkness cast by the Yuan dynasty and become the sun in the sky, a poignant chapter in the tumultuous history of the Murim. In a chilling scene, a person lay bound, male figure standing nearby remarked, "As expected, you must be scared." Another man, addressing the bound individual, spoke with a peculiar calmness, "Since ancient times, it's sad that one receives their body, hair, and skin from parents. Not daring to damage them is the beginning of filial piety." The restrained person interrupted, expressing a defiant perspective, "And it's not like I lost a limb in the war for our." The man, seemingly unfazed, continued, "It's just that I wanted to cut off the most important thing of a man of my own accord." "By his own accord?" The bound individual questioned, and the man clarified, "I know there are people like me in your dynasty." The man, holding a cutter, stated matter-of-factly, "Since you have been brought here, there's no other way." He advised, "This can be considered fate, so it's best just to think about your future life." The man added, "Now you will become a proper eunuch." The restrained person cried out in anguish, and the man commented eerily, "In this old man's opinion, it looks like you will be able to make quite a name for yourself." The scene abruptly cut, and a new scenario unfolded with a person waking up with a strained urge. This was the same person who had been laid on the bench in the previous scene, where another man had severed a part of his body. The person questioned, "How many times have I had this damned dream?" And pondered, "I heard some people are taught the ultimate secret skills in their dreams, so why am I the only one who keeps having this dream?" Repeating the inquiry, the person wondered if someone had placed a curse. A voice addressed him as Lingyu Jiang, and the person recognized it with an ah. The reply came bluntly, "Is it so hard to sleep quietly? You useless bastard." The speaker, identified as eldest disciple of reinstituting Manhwa sect, Y. Seong, admonished the person for causing a ruckus. Apologizing, the person referred to as the boy received a dismissive response from Y. Seong. The boy internally reflected on Y. Seong's treatment, considering the harshness and frequent mentions of his deceased father. The boy questioned why the eldest brother picked on him, and the man pondered why he was the target of such treatment. The narrative shifted to the boy contemplating his ordinary family background and his upcoming birthday. The boy's thoughts delved into the historical context, mentioning Emperor Hongwu and the events surrounding the great hero Lingyu Tian's legacy and the reinstitution of the Manhwa sect. The scene transitioned to a master instructing the youngest to stay behind for a moment, prompting speculation from others about the events of the previous day. In the tranquil courtyard of the Manhwa sect, Master Qing Yim presided over his disciples, guiding them through the intricate art of martial cultivation. The air was heavy with anticipation as the students observed Lingyu Jiang, a talented yet humble young disciple, practicing the six harmonies art. As Jiang flawlessly executed the Kai center alignment, his fellow disciples couldn't help but marvel at his skill. Whispers of admiration circulated among them, acknowledging his prowess. The atmosphere, once burdened with the seriousness of their training, began to shift as the onlookers found reason to cheer up. One disciple, watching Jiang with a mix of envy and gratitude, remarked to a younger boy, "The first senior brother is probably doing this for your sake." The boy, grateful for the guidance, responded with a heartfelt, "Thank you, senior brother." Even as the disciples marveled at Jiang's exceptional skills, they couldn't help but appreciate his kindness. Lingyu Jiang, however, wrestled with his own insecurities, silently expressing his jealousy for his talented senior. Master Qing Yim, ever perceptive, sensed Jiang's internal struggles and questioned him about the nightmares that plagued his sleep. Jiang hesitated, torn between revealing his vulnerability and maintaining his pride. In the end, fearing judgment, Jiang chose to keep his troubles to himself, prompting a frustrated response from the master. The exchange left Jiang pondering the weight of being labeled an idiot by his esteemed teacher. Master Qing Yim, reflecting on the struggles of the Manhwa sect, emphasized the need for strength in the harsh world they inhabited. He urged Jiang to become stronger, highlighting the importance of inner Kai cultivation. As the disciples prepared for the afternoon sparring session, Master Qing Yim announced a change in plans. Instead of sparring, they would focus on the Six Harmonies art, the foundational technique of the Manhwa sect. Some grumbled about the perceived dullness of the training, but Master Qing Yim emphasized its importance for purifying the mind and body. The scene shifted to the disciples practicing the art in a yoga-like condition, guided by the master's instructions. Amidst the concentration, the master scolded one trainee for inadequate training, humorously likening him to a monkey imitating a human. Jiang, however, drew the master's praise for his impeccable performance, showcasing a perfect circulation of Kai without any obstacles. The master acknowledged Jiang's progress and expressed a desire for more strong individuals within their sect. The narrative concluded with Lingyu Jiang, embodying the essence of the Six Harmonies art, performing a step that captured the attention and admiration of everyone present. The onlookers marveled at his skill, pondering the potential for growth in each disciple, regardless of their initial talent. Lianhu Jiang was found in a state of deep solitude, pushing the boundaries of his abilities. His master, noticing this, called out to him, "Lianhu Jiang, stop." A junior boy, taken aback, could only utter, "Eh?" as the others watched in disbelief. The spectators, their tempers flaring, demanded, "What was that? How did you do that?" Lianhu Jiang, bewildered, responded, What did I do?" One of his colleagues exclaimed, "You just performed the Six Harmonies art perfectly." Lianhu, stuttering in surprise, could only say, I did it perfectly." His words echoed around him, filled with awe and wonder. The master, however, was not pleased. "Stand up properly, Unacreal," he commanded. The boy, confused, could only respond with, "Pardon?" The others, their anger palpable, watched as the master slapped Acreal. Acreal, shocked, managed to utter, eldest brother." The master, his voice seething with rage, called him an arrogant bastard. "Do you think the 5x Harmonies art is some third-rate martial art you brats can perfect?" The master roared. "Even though it's the most basic art of all, are you looking down on it right now?" With that, the master gathered the trainees once more and began to guide them. Two trainees began to argue. "Acreal, hold it in," one said. "I don't want to." "I'm going home," Acreal retorted. Another trainee chimed in, "Acreal, you won't be able to go far anyway." Acreal could only respond with a choked "Cuke." One trainee pointed out, "That's right. Your house isn't within walking distance." A senior trainee tried to console Acreal, "Acreal, we all know it's not your fault. I would have also found it unfair if it had been me." He further advised, "Still, it looks like the eldest brother hates the word perfection. Let's be careful next time." Two trainees were discussing among themselves. "Anyway, wasn't Jiang just amazing?" One asked. "Yeah, he was incredible," the other agreed. They turned to Jiang, Lianhu Jiang. "How on earth did you do it?" They pleaded, "Don't be like that and tell us." Jiang, however, had no answers. I really don't remember anything," one trainee, frustrated, retorted, "That's impossible, you punk. How can you not remember such an important thing?" Jiang could only respond with, "I just can't. TCH, whatever. If you don't want to say it, just say so." One of them snapped. Lianhu defended himself, "It's not like I'm lying to my seniors, since it's true that I lost my mind while breathing as the eldest brother told me to, but before I came to my senses." Lianhu Jiang was in a state of confusion. "I don't know what position I was in or why I was sitting there, but it was definitely me." He could still hear the chants ringing in his ears, "Long live Jiang unification. Long live the Sun Moon." The master stood before his own master, "No Saiyan. If you had been a second late, that child would have been in big trouble." Saiyan acknowledged, "Yes master." Saiyan commended him, "You saved Jiang, that kid's life today." Saiyan explained the concept of Kai center. A person's Kai center isn't simply a cup, and one's inner Kai isn't simply water. No matter how much water you gently pour in, The cup will not break, however, if your Kai center is rapidly inundated, it will shatter. When the inner Kai overflowing from the broken Kai center envelops the whole body and goes berserk. That's what leads to the state of Kai deviation. Seiyin was puzzled. It was the six harmonies art, not just any martial arts. How could someone fall into a state of Kai deviation while training the most basic cultivation technique? That's no different from riding a foal, but making it run like a red hare? In order for that to be possible, one should possess the same level of inner Kai as a sect leader. Of course, at that point, one's Kai center would be as deep as an abyss, so there's no way it could be overflowed by inner Kai. The master confessed, unfortunately, Jiang was born with an extremely small Kai center, so let alone a martial artist, it's hard to compare him even to a normal person. The fact that someone like him was able to achieve so much today, does that mean that he has some kind of a hidden secret? Seiyin had a sudden realization. Could it be that he, the master, revealed, Seong, I once made an oath with that child's mother. I told her that I will protect him from the demonic cultists, no matter what happens. However, what's gonna happen after my death? With how weak he is right now, if he keeps stepping into this world, let alone the demonic cult, he will die after being exploited by the 9 great sects, one great union. If we leave him as he is, it'll be no different from watching him die. The master protested, but Seiyin made a decision, let's just let him go. Those bastards will definitely not touch someone who has left the Murim. There must be a world better suited to that child. I know it would be hard for you to tell him that, considering how much you have cared for him as your junior brother. I guess it would be better for me to do that myself. The junior master offered, no master. Please allow me to do it myself. Seiyin agreed, alright, do as you see fit. He then asked, by the way, tomorrow's event will go as planned, right? The master confirmed, of course, master. Then, I will take my leave. The next day, the master addressed the trainees, did everyone sleep well? Today is the comprehensive evaluation day, which takes place once a year. I hope you can use the skills you've been honing in our sect until now to your heart's content. The master wished everyone good luck. The trainees thanked him, especially the eldest brother. The master then asked Jiang to stay behind, which made Jiang uneasy. The other trainees started murmuring among themselves. Again, one said, seriously, he's a demon. A person on a horse was reminiscing about the great hero Lianhu Tian. I could only watch him from afar when I was young, he said. Even when he left for the faraway land, where the demonic cult's Grand Jatiite temple was located, he was able to remain calm and greet everyone with a smile. That strong spirit and noble dignity. A boy in old clothes was watching, even with my young, inexperienced eyes, I could feel it. However, he wondered how the bloodline of such a noble person could be born with such a small Kai center. Jiang was puzzled, what the? Why is he so quiet today? He said to the master, there's not much time left until the comprehensive evaluation begins, though could it be that he is going to teach me some kind of secret plan to succeed? The master told Jiang not to misunderstand and listen. Jiang agreed, yes, eldest brother. The master then revealed, you have no talent in martial arts. Jiang was taken aback. He thought, damn, why did he take so long just to tell me what he tells me every day? The master continued, that's why I leave the reinstituting Manhwa sect. Jiang was shocked. He asked, pardon? I'll leave the sect? The master explained, both I and master know how much effort you have been putting in. Jiang agreed, that's true. Since master is my dead father's junior brother. Jiang argued, it was precisely because of that reason that I entered the reinstituting Manhwa sect in the first place. Since my father was from the Manhwa sect, isn't it natural for me to enroll in this place? What right do you have to kick me out, eldest brother? Jiang, in a fit of anger, accused, you always find fault with me. Do you hate me that much, eldest brother? You're so mean, seriously. The master called him a punk and told him not to misunderstand, to listen to the end first. The master then complimented, Lianhu Jiang, you are smarter than anyone else. Jiang knew that he was famous among his brothers for memorizing everything he read once. The master wished, how great would it have been if your martial talents were as outstanding? But each person has a different innate strength. Am I wrong? Jiang was in tears. The master then advised, that's why I am telling you this, leave this reinstituting Manhwa sect, take the past as your lesson, and find a way to make a name for yourself. Become a higher-ranking official instead. Jiang was taken aback, take the past as my lesson? The master confirmed, that's right, this is no longer a world of barbarians, you know. Jiang addressed the eldest brother, I always thought you hated me. The master admitted in anger, I do. Jiang was furious. This son of a bitch, the master decided. I will give it a try. The master was surprised. He then said, alright, good thinking. Jiang clarified, no, I mean, I will take the evaluation. The master was surprised. What? Jiang thanked him. Thank you so much for worrying about me, but I'm not interested in a governmental post. I will follow in my father's footsteps. The master was silent, then said, how stubborn, do as you please. Jiang thanked the eldest brother. Thank you, eldest brother. The master thought to himself, at any rate, the blood of a hero still runs in his veins, huh? Seiyin, who is the master's master, sitting in the chair in ground on the stage. Master said in loud voice, henceforth, we will be conducting this year's comprehensive evaluation. The master said, you're the promising talents who will lead our sect in the future. The master further said, to repay the kindness our master has given you, fight to the best of your ability. Master, do you understand? Listeners, yes. Seiyin, what happened? Did you fail to persuade him? Master, I have no excuse. Master, Seiyin, in the end, instead of inheriting his father's talent, Jiang, he took after his stubbornness, huh? Scene changed to Dongfang Bubai. It's Sapity, but junior. Sister? Happened 70 hear the sad news while she was pregnant. Lim Yeren is Plum Blossom's empress. She is capable of subduing 1,000 men with her swordsmanship, she was our sect's pride. Her beauty rivaled that of a celestial maiden. Even if things didn't work out between us, I had only hoped she would be able to live happily with the eldest brother, but because of that damned Dongfang buzzsaw. Scene changed. Master, I believe you are all prepared. Master said in loud voice, as usual, we will begin this year's sparring evaluation regardless of your ranking. Master further said, those whose names are called, please come forward. Master call names, Lim Qiangyum, Yu Tanjiang. It might have been an effect of the pregnant woman's sudden demise, but the child who saw the first light in this world as a premature baby was a weakling from infancy. Jiang, as expected, we're starting from the group with the highest skills. Seiyin, Jiang. Seiyin thinking, although that child's talentless, the blood coursing through his veins is the embodiment of the martial spirit that protected the world. Someone in the standing persons said, how can a small sect like you raise a child properly? The other said, what do you mean, you will take the child away? What kind of nonsense? Seiyin replying to them and thought, just Beckalus of that symbol, many opportunists from the orthodox sect tried to get their hands on that child. I had wanted to raise him well if possible, I had wanted to make him into a hero that wouldn't put my senior brother and junior sister's names in shame. He start becoming more and more anger. He grabbed his shade so tightly that the place where he put his hand broke. Seiyin still thinking, oh, how can I let such a thing happen to that little child? Actually Seiyin thinking about Jiang when he before his master reached to the extreme level of meditation and power. Master said, the last person to be called. Seiyin stand up from his chair, hold on, stop. He jumped from the stage to air and landed near the master. Everyone started to see on the sky. Seiyin said, from now on I will take over. Master, but for the master to personally do this. Seiyin said, just give me the list and step down. Master said, but I don't think there's a need for you to do it yourself. Seiyin said, one person still remains to be called, right? Seiyin said, then, let me call the last person. Seiyin said, Lianhu Jiang. Everyone start looking to Lianhu Jiang. Seiyin said, come on up. Jiang become astonished. Seiyin said, after listening to Jaeseong's story he further said, there's no doubt that it was a sign of terminal lucidity. Scene changed. Seiyin starting to tell a story. Even when a person is in a semi-conscious state, he can regain his energy from a while when he's on the verge of death. In the case of a martial artist, he can bring forth his strongest technique in a semi-conscious state before dying a beautiful death. The typical example of that is my eldest brother, Lianhu Jian. Then Seiyin said, I must stop that from happening at all cost. Jiang, why is he looking at me like that? Seiyin said, good. Now that everyone's up here, let's begin the sparring. Seiyin sighed, Lianhu Jiang, your opponent will be. Seiyin, Lim Qiangyum. People start discussion, Lianhu Jiang will spar with Lim Qiangyum. Impossible. How can Lianhu Jiang be his opponent? Master, how could you pair him with Lim Qiangyum, who is the strongest among the young disciples? Master, he must have done it to instill an unbearable sense of frustration in Lianhu Jiang. S0 much that it would make him leave the Muram on his own. Jiang, I'm screwed. I would have been beaten senseless no matter who I got paired up with. Lim Cheongyam, Jeong and, but he just had to pair me with the strongest person, senior brother Lim Cheongyam. Jeong, still, wouldn't it be possible to hit him at least once? Lim, what's with Thisbert to think he would look S0 calm before his sparring match with me? Lim, he's different than usual, right? Don't tell me he has some kind of secret plan. Now, let the sparring begin. Lim, just as expected, so this one's how it is. Lim, the son of a great hero. Lim, must be different from the child of a lowly, poor farmer like me, right? Jeong, I'm sure you must have devised some kind of a secret strategy to gain recognition as the hero's son and lead through instituting Manhwa sect in the future, right? Master. The master said to Saiyan, to think you want to take advantage of me just for something like that. Lim, fine, give to your best shot. Fight started between Jeong and Lim. Jeong? Woe. Lim? There's no use trying to run away as the tension builds. Jeong braces for the impending clash. Lim, determined and relentless, closes in with a menacing aura. Jeong? Gritting teeth, you won't catch me that easily, Lim. Lunging forward, Jeong initiates a series of lightning-fast punches, attempting to counter Lim's advance. Lim, however, effortlessly dodges, showcasing incredible agility. Lim? Smirking, nice try, Jeong. But you can't escape the dual shadow fist. Suddenly, the atmosphere intensifies as both fighters channel their energy. A surge of power envelops them, creating a whirlwind of shadows and sparks. Puke. The clash reaches its peak as the dual shadow fist is unleashed. The impact sends shockwaves through the surroundings, causing the ground to tremble. Jeong? Grinning, you're strong, Lim, but I won't back down. Despite the intense struggle, the battle continues, each fighter pushing their limits in this epic showdown of skill and power. Master, as expected, he isn't Lim Cheongyam's opponent. It's taking all of his strength just to defend. Lim, you still have a long way to go. Lim, Lianhu Jeong. Lim, I am always hated you whenever I look at you. One trainee said, T reminds me of the bastard who is the son of a wealthy fucker who beat my parents to death. Lim, do you think you can beat me just because you have great parents? Let me demonstrate to everyone. Lim is overtaking Jeong. He throw him. Others watching someone said, Lianhu Jeong. The master ran to Jeong, Jeong. Master? Master, as a member of the Taoist school, we pursue in action. Master set, S0, unless we are fighting against wicked evil. We're taught not to put killing intent into our attack. Lim, only committed to the basics of sparring. Blood come out of the Jeong. The master asked to give him a pill. Hurry. Master take the pill, form a boy and give it to the Jeong. Master, you must come to your senses. You must come to your senses. Jeong master said in worry. Jeong said in unconsciousness, what are you doing? Master? Jeong said, are our Believer safe? Lying down like this? Master said, hey, are you awake? Jeong said, who is this guy who looks like a gorilla? Jeong said, I don't remember seeing you before. Master said, huh. Jeong, where am I? Master, did he lose his memory? Master further said, he must have hit his head when he fell. Master said, calm down. You fainted after getting beaten up during sparring and even coughed out blood. Jeong. Someone said, at least he is alive, was beaten S0 badly that I coughed blood. Dongfu Bubai appears in the scene. This is not physical me, the invincible of the East. Master said, hey, Lianhu Jeong. Did you really hurt your head? Oh. There are some memories are coming in the mind of Jeong. Jeong thinking, I see, I am not Lianhe Tian, I'm his son. Master said, Lianhu Jeong, thank goodness you've come to your senses. Master said, anyway you lost the sparring. Please get off the stage. Jeong, what? I lost? Jeong, you're funny. He said to Master, I can't believe you're saying that to me. Jeong, what do you mean I lost a fight? Master said, what's going on? How is he S0 nimble after throwing up blood and losing consciousness? He further said, and he's talking like an old man, like he's become a different person. Master said, 2ID the shock change his personality. Master said, Jeong, I know you've improved, so let's end this here. Lim, one apologize for not being able to control my strength. Lim then said, and T''am afraid you'll get hurt if we continue with the duel. Jeong said, I'm fine, so please continue to guide me senior. Jeong said then in calm manner, as you can see, Neither your dual shadow fist nor your flying kick did much damage to me. He then said, isn't that right, senior brother? Lim thought, this idiot, has he gone crazy? Jiang said, why don't you use the martial art you're hiding? I want to see it. Lim said while Master is watching him, what are you talking about? You're hiding the Hua Essence Fist, right? What? The Hua Essence Fist. Master said, you learn the Hua Essence Fist without my permission. The master said, Mount Hua is most well known for its sword technique, but before learning the sword, one must learn the Hua Essence Fist. Then master said, the technique can only be taught to those the master has approved of, and Lim Cheongyum has not been allowed 70 learner use it. Lim, wait. Lim said while crying in loud voice, I just happened to see eldest brother practicing it in the middle of the night. It was an accident. Jiang, of course, it was an accident. Jiang, tell the truth, Lim Cheongyum. Lim, wait a minute, eldest brother. Saiyan said, ha. This one's quite surprising. While master is slapping Lim. Saiyan said, I had no idea Jiang had such a passion for learning. He again said, anyway, the past is the past. What can we do about it? Saiyan said, T''LL give you special permission just this once. Master, said in astonished behavior. Saiyan said, you're getting in the way of the children's training. Master said to Jiang, just what is master plotting? Jiang while smiling said, eldest brother, don't worry about me and head down. He further said, T''LL finish this quickly. Lim, what? Master in astonished manner think, has he really gone senile? Jiang said, yeah, let's resume the fight. Fight resume. Lim said, Lianhu Jiang, what's with that arrogance? I don't know why you are behaving like this, but. Lim then said while stepping toward to Jiang, I make you regret what you said. Lim stepping towards Jiang speedily. He jumps higher. Higher jumps mean more power. Lim said, take this. Master, that guy one's he trying to kill Lianhu Jiang. Master, that guy one's he trying to kill. Lianhu Tiong, he further said, the more vulnerabilities they expose. When Lim tried to hit Jiang, he saved him from hit. Lim, he dodged. Lim retaliate and hit with his leg to Lim. Lim in pain said, what honorable martial artist attacks there? Lim, aren't you ashamed? Jiang said in calm manner, do you still want to continue despite such a big difference in skill? Lim, you. Lim got angrier, he again attacked the Jiang. How dare you mock me? Jiang said, you don't even know any martial arts. Jiang said in anger mood, while I'm the most talented in the reinstituting Montana Hua sect. Lim tried to punch Jiang. But Jiang stopped his attack easily. Jiang said, I'm the most talented in the reinstituting Montana Hua. Lim, damn you. Jiang hitted Lim back. Person standing behind Saiyan, it's over. Saiyan saw it, amazing, even though he isn't particularly fast or strong. Saiyan said further, he anticipated the opponent's attack and countered accordingly. Lim, cuke. Lim got angrier, you asshole, how dare you? Jiang replied, I tried to control my strength, but what can I do if I can't? Lim got more angrier. He said, that's it. I've had enough. Lim said, I'm going to kill you. Viewers, huh? What's that smell? Master, no way, the Hua Essence Fist. Jiang facing in astonished manner to Lim. Lim said, are you scared now? But it's too late. Lim, Lianhu Jiang. Lim, you with a single blow? Jiang, well, shall we see if you can? Lim stated, prepare yourself, Lianhu Tiong. He is issuing a challenge to Jiang. Jiang responded, honestly, I've been trying to dodge his attacks and retaliate, but. Jiang then pondered, should I just allow him to strike me instead? Jiang declared, had I been in my original body, I would have eliminated a mere ant like him before he could even touch me. He continued, still, even with this pathetic body, I should be able to do it. He then let out a loud cry, arg. Jiang announced, engaging in a head-on confrontation, that is. Lim responded with a battle cry, hi up. As Lim neared Jiang, ready to strike, Jiang retaliated with a powerful punch. Lim was hit and fell back. All the viewers and masters were left in awe and astonishment. Lim, in a shocked tone, questioned, how is this possible? He continued, he didn't reach full mastery because he was avoiding others' gazes, but he was able to act so cocky because he had mastered at least 80%, no, 90% of the Hua Essence Fist. Jiang retorted, that was 0%. No, you couldn't even bring out 30% of its true power. Lim exclaimed and then defensively asked, "What the hell do you know?" Jiyoung calmly replied, "Plum blossoms bloom even before the winter chill passes. Likewise, you must unleash your Hua Essence Fist when it's still unbound and vigorous." Jiyoung further explained, "Only then can the power and scent increase. You can tell whether you have fully mastered the Hua Essence Fist by the smell of the flowers." Suddenly, someone among the trainees exclaimed, "What a strong plum blossom scent." Lim, taken aback, asked, "When did you learn the Hua Essence Fist?" Jiyoung replied, "Well, I can't really remember. Because it has been so long since I'm almost 80, who knows how many martial arts I have mastered." Addressing Lim, Jiyoung said, "Anyway, let's put an end to this, senior brother." Lim responded. Jiyoung declared, "If you aren't coming I will." Lim retorted, "Damn it. Alright, bring it on. Do you think I hadn't thought about how to neutralize the Hua Essence Fist? Although the Hua Essence Fist is powerful, its striking range is narrower than that of the dual Shadow Fist." With that, Jiyoung began stepping towards Lim, ready to attack. Jiyoung declared, "I'll give you that narrow space so that I can deal a more lethal blow." Lim responded defiantly, "Come, Lianhu Jiyoung. I'll gladly take on your Hua Essence Fist, you bastard." With a battle cry, "High up!" Lim prepared for the confrontation. In a whirl of petals, the blow of the blossom struck the air. "Puke!" Lim grunted in pain as Jiyoung seemingly vanished within the swirling floral assault. Yet, it was a clever ruse. The potent plum blossom scent acted as a smokescreen, concealing Jiyoung's true intentions. In the blink of an eye, Jiyoung reappeared from the shadows behind Lim. Executing a seemingly simple yet devastating one-punch technique that even children could imitate, Jiyoung's fist connected with such force that the sound of breaking bones echoed through the air. Lim staggered backward, a mixture of surprise and agony etched across his face. However, despite the powerful blow, Lim did not crumple immediately. With an astonishing display of resilience, he fought to remain on his feet. The onlookers, frozen in awe, witnessed Lim's defiant struggle against the overwhelming force. In the aftermath, as Lim fell away, the air resounded with guttural sounds, the impact of the strike, and the collective "Kyurg." A disorienting mix of disbelief and sympathy swept through the crowd as they watched the scene unfold. Lim lay on the ground, defeated but not broken. The question echoed in everyone's minds. "Why am I crying?" Lim, still on the floor, managed to gasp out, "How did you?" as he tried to comprehend the swift turn of events. The power of the blossom had bloomed into a fierce and unexpected confrontation, leaving everyone in awe of the enigmatic strength that lay beneath the surface. Jiyoung expressed his gratitude, "Thank you for your teaching." One of his trainee mates questioned, "What's with you, Lianhu Jiyoung?" Another added, "Aren't you taking private lessons behind our backs?" Yet another accused, "Lianhu Jiyoung, you traitorous bastard." Jiyoung responded, "What skills? I just got lucky." As he walked away from the training ground towards the sitting area, one of his mates warned, "You bastard, you better not look down on your senior brothers just because you've gotten a little stronger." Another trainee suspected, "This punk, I feel like he's hiding something." Jiyoung mused, "I didn't feel it before but to think my back would hurt from using a mere Hua Essence Fist." He continued, "At any rate, I definitely chose Lianhu Tian's body, so what the hell am I doing in this pathetic body?" In his thoughts, Jiyoung questioned, "Did I, the greatest demon, Dongfang Bubai, really fail at performing the soul-transferring grand arts?" Soul transferring, a grand art, a legendary demonic technique that grants its user the ability to freely move people's souls and control the target body. 14 years ago on that night, I definitely put Lianhu Tian in a hibernate state. The aim was clear: to destroy his mind and steal his body. Nivoy, I saw he had the most promising potential, and his face also suited my taste, so it was definitely icing on the cake. Of course, needless to say, I only did it to increase the impact of the shock when I revealed the truth in the future." Jiyoung confessed, "Because of that I even gave Lianhu Tian the honor of being the great hero who saved the world. My plan was to completely destroy the orthodox sects from within by acting as the great hero Lianhu Tian. That would be the punishment for the wicked bastards." The scene then changes. Seiyin asked, "How is Lim Qiangyam?" The master replied, "His Kai center is intact, but his ribs are broken. I think he will have to refrain from training for the time being and rest." Seiyin responded, "He should. It must have been hard on you as well." The master said, "Yes, master." "Then I'll take my leave." Seiyin then asked, "Aren't you curious about why I proceeded with the sparring until the end, even after trying to kick him out of the sect? Did you not think I was behaving too disingenuously?" The master replied, "No master, because that's what I also did, I just thought you also had high expectations for him." Seiyin acknowledged, "I saw it. He truly exceeded my expectations." The master then asked, "Then about Jeong's leaving the sect?" Seiyin answered, "Obviously, we will pretend it never happened. Looks like we will have to pay attention to help that child grow in the future." Jeong, on the other hand, was having trouble sleeping due to an unsolved lead. Jeong was deep in thought. "I got my hand on the soul-transferring grand art just a year before our cult collapsed. Kuhyok. It was so difficult to master that even I almost fell into the state of Kai deviation. I had wanted to close the gate and focus on cultivating the art if I could, but coincidentally, the chance to conquer the world just unfolded before my eyes. Could it be that was a trap itself?" He continued, "However, the one who discovered and offered me the grand art was one of the two subordinates I trusted the most, right guardian of the bright peak, Zhang Longyun. There's no way someone as loyal as him would betray me." Jeong then questioned, "Then how did it happen?" Jeong pondered, "Don't tell me the moment Lian Hutian's soul broke down and I tried to commit suicide, someone killed Lian Hutian's empty body." He continued, "But that's not it either. At that time, the only living people were me and Lian Hutian. The iron rule of the soul-transferring grand art is that one's target must be alive. In other words, his heart must be beating no matter what." Jeong concluded, "At any rate, although I can't find anything out at the moment, this definitely smells like a conspiracy. The dreams I've had every day for 4 days are proof of that. The only part that played on repeat are the moments I was taken from the Korean peninsula and had my part cut off without knowing why, and the time when I was inaugurated as the Sun Moon Divine Cult leader. And coincidentally, when I turned 15 yesterday, my ego as Dongfang Bubai was suddenly awakened. Is all of this really a coincidence? There is definitely something suspicious about this."